Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Friday, the 5th of February's live stream. Thought we would take a look at Godzilla vs. Kong, a bunch more reveals that sort of came out. They've been out for a few days here and there, actually, but there are some other ones, and I thought we'd kind of dive into it and take a look at it. Obviously, as per, I guess, the fairly obvious element of all of this is that there will be some slight spoilers here, but a lot of this stuff has been confirmed for a while. And, you know, if you watch the trailer and you knew what you were looking for, it's not really a spoiler. So don't be too, annoyed. But hey, how are we all doing? I live stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 p.m. GMT, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Normally have a guest, but no guests on today. Literally no one's available as yet. We may have Tom jump on later on from Midnight Sage, but we will see. First and foremost, I will probably leave this one on the channel. So if you're watching this one back, you missed a live stream, set a reminder. Just because why not, I guess. And also, hey, everyone in the chat, how are you all doing? Vasi, member of the channel. In fact, the very first member on the channel is completely right. Hit the like button, y'all. So yes, please do. If you're watching this live, please do hit the like button. And if you're watching it back, hit the like button. So major reveals. Now, these are actually echoing back, I think now over a year ago. I think these were now in 2019. So a long time ago. Some of these reveals came out then, but then they were confirmed more recently in the trailer. So I want to go back over some old reveals and then recap, obviously, what we've seen in the trailer from here on in, if that makes any sense. That's to me anyway. Primarily, a lot of it's all about Mechagodzilla, which has actually been confirmed. But it's also to go into the theory, a lot of people's theory, that the Godzilla we see in the trailer is Mechagodzilla. We can basically say that's been debunked. We can all but confirm it has been debunked now, which a lot of people will be annoyed about, I guess. I don't really know why. It looked like Godzilla, so it didn't look like Mechagodzilla. I doubt it's going to be anyone, a Godzilla in disguise or anything like that. So let's take a look at some of these revealy images. And I also want to talk, I tell you what, I really would do. We need to talk about Godzilla vs. Kong and the record on the trailer, because it is absolutely unbelievable at this point in time. Like, it is genuinely insane. The trailer's response has been a thing of beauty. Absolutely magnificent response, that trailer. So we're going to take a look at that as well. Like I say, we're a bit of an all-encompassing live stream today. I'm just trying to find one more image. I've got a bunch of images loaded up, ready to go. Here we go. So these reveals happened, I want to say 2019, but I'm not 100% clear cut on that. I need to just double check. But this was toy reveals. Now, this basically debunks. Now, this in and unto itself never actually debunked anything, right? And this came out ages ago, like a long, long time ago, right? I'm fairly certain it was 2019. So this never, at the point in time, it didn't debunk anything. But now that we've got the trailer, we can start to piece all of this together, and we can see what has actually been debunked and what has been confirmed. So one of the major ones is obviously, Mechagodzilla. Okay, now that's neither sort of confirmed nor denied at this point in time. When we first saw that, it was like, Mechagodzilla's there. That's really, really cool. It looks really, really great. And then there was Kong. Kong had an axe, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, Kong's got an axe. What's kind of going on here with this axe?" But again, now we've got some confirmation. Now, I will say this: like the one in the corner, there's this weird looking Godzilla. This one with like a cage on it. I'd like to think this is not going to be in the movie, but we can look at the wider part here. A lot of this stuff has been confirmed. So Kong has an axe, right? We've seen that in the trailer. We can say that this has now been confirmed. We can say now from we can also see Warbat in the corner there. That's basically that has been confirmed. Now that was in the trailer as well, which I think I have an image of. So a lot of these things have now been confirmed, which is great because we can start to narrow down like what is actually going to go on in the film to a certain degree, which then goes into debunking a lot of people's thoughts of basically Mechagodzilla being the Godzilla that we see in the trailer. It's just so unlikely. So Warbat here, that's been confirmed. We see it again in the toy here, top left corner. Like I say, Warbat's confirmed. We've already seen the axe wielding Kong. So the idea first and foremost that the Godzilla we see in the trailer is going to be Mechagodzilla in disguise just isn't likely. So unlikely. And then we go to the newer reveals, which comes into the fray from Funko Pops, which is not a good reveal generally speaking. But when it corroborates things in the trailer plus earlier toy leaks, we start to go, oh, well, this is probably legit. And this was confirmed. This leaked basically. So and these have now come out and actually been revealed on videos and things like that. So it's not major news anymore. But I'm just kind of going down and eliminating all the things to theorize that the Godzilla we see in the trailer is a Mechagodzilla. So you can see Godzilla 10-inch, Kong 10-inch. I'm sure they'd be pretty pissed off if they were 10-inch in fairness, but never mind. Godzilla, Heat Ray Godzilla, Battle Ready Kong, Kong with Battle Axe, and then Battle Scarred Kong, which has different colored eyes. I don't really understand why he's got different colored eyes. But again, all of these things have been confirmed from the trailer. And then we go to Mechagodzilla. Now, Mechagodzilla looks strikingly different and also looks an awful lot like this one. An awful lot like this one in the background as well. So we can say now, without a shadow of a doubt, that these toys have been confirmed. Which means absolutely that the Godzilla we see in the trailer is Godzilla. It's not Mechagodzilla. It's not Mechagodzilla in disguise at all. Now, like I appreciate the the fan theories, and it would be cool to have some of that as well. Why not? It would be good to see a bit of an homage back to an older iteration, things like that. But yeah, it's not going to be Godzilla. At all. And we've got Tom there in the chat. I'll send you an invite in a minute, dude, actually. Let me just pull up Twitter now. So I thought this was interesting. These reveals do confirm now that, yeah, Godzilla is the Godzilla that we see in the trailer. There's no one else. I've just sent you a link in Twitter, Tom, if you want to jump on. And sort of talk about this with me. Now, like I say, the big red flag here from all of these older reveals is this thing. Like, what on earth is that? What on earth is that? Like mind control device Godzilla or some crap like that? Like armored Godzilla? I mean, this is... I hope this isn't in the film, but that's quite unlikely. By the looks of it. Quite unlikely. Tom, you had someone else's avatar then?
Yeah, I had to switch over from Andre.
I see. Hail, Tom, in the chat. How are you?
What was that? Sorry, my headphones are...
Oh my God. We need to be professional, Tom.
There we go.
This is terrible.
Okay. Now I can hear you.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm hanging in there doing the best I can. Yeah,
Perfect.
I hope this isn't armor or something on him. That's weird.
Yeah, but can you see what I'm saying now when I'm going through this? Because obviously there was all the rumors before that the Godzilla we see in the trailer is actually going to be, it's Mechagodzilla in disguise. I would say unequivocally that all of this, these older toy leaks. I think these were from 2019, if I remember rightly. And then these new Funko Pop toy leaks all but confirm that is not the case. In combination with the images from the trailer that we've obviously had. What's your opinion on that?
Most likely you're right. I know they did something like that in one of the movies, so that's a plausibility. That's probably where a lot of people are getting the idea from. But yeah, I doubt it. As far as Kong having red eyes and those two Funko Pops and not in that other one, I think that has something to do with the stuff going around about Kong is also kind of nuclear powered now, kind of like Godzilla is.
Well, Mike Dorsey confirmed that Kong absorbs
exactly, yeah.
radiation.
So like that's another reason why they may be saying like he grew so big and all that stuff. So I'm thinking when he has the red eyes is when he's supercharged or whatever.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I mean,
yeah.
Well, that does make sense, to be fair. So basically, I thought, ladies and gents, we would cover that to start off because the reveals of the Funko Pops are pretty big. A little bit old now, a few days old, but I wanted to compare it back to older things, older reveals, and then also obviously the trailer, because you can start to piece a bigger picture together now. And I also think that the we will probably get when is the Super Bowl? That's soon, isn't it?
It's this weekend, yeah.
Yeah, I think that we'll likely get another trailer. That's maybe my prediction, anyway.
But I know Hollywood hasn't been spending much this year on trailers, so.
But I can't imagine the Super Bowl is going to command that much money this year either.
You never know. Yeah, I don't know. I read.
Advertising rates are down.
I read. Well, they don't have anything really ready to go. So I heard like there's like very few, if any, trailers this year for the Super Bowl. So
well, you'd think that the Super Bowl would want to cash in on something at the very least, wouldn't you?
Maybe.
But
they don't know when this shit's coming out. That's the thing. I mean, we might see a Kong / HBO Max trailer. I wouldn't be surprised if they do something at least.
Well, I mean, look, the thing is, they don't necessarily even have to release it with the Super Bowl. They can release the Super Bowl weekend because people are looking for trailers anyway. So even if they just be cheeky and release it, well, it's not even being cheeky, but if they just release it on YouTube, in my head, that counts as them capitalizing on, the concept of a Super Bowl trailer. They don't have to call it a Super Bowl trailer, just Godzilla vs. Kong trailer 2. Because people will be looking for new trailers.
Right, but like I say, like I read a story last week or whatever where they were saying like, no studios have really bought any Super Bowl time for their movies. So
yeah, well, I can believe that because everyone's in dire straits at the moment. Got a super chat from Love Smite, keeping the lights on. It says, check out James Sakori's Twitter, one of the writers of the Expanse novels show. He's a toxic Twitterati. People not liking certain plots in season 5 are, according to him, racist and mouth breathers. Okay, well, goddamn.
Typical response.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't want to get too off topic just yet. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Actually, I'll save this and we can talk about it in a little bit. But I really appreciate the super chat. And anyone else, if you want to. Your sort of question to be answered immediately or some thoughts and theories and things like that, check it down below. But we will talk about that because I've heard good and bad things about that season.
Yeah.
Now,
the only other thing I think we'll get with Super Bowl is maybe like some streaming show trailers or maybe like Coming to America 2. It's things that are guaranteed to be out soon.
You know what? Coming to America 2, I don't think Coming to America 2 would do very well. I have been bombarded by questions to like the opportunity to review it and watch it, and I'm like, I just can't be bothered. Like, I don't want to watch it. Like, I'm not interested.
Like, you could see it ahead of time.
Yeah,
send it my way, man.
Honestly, I've had so many. I have had so many, and I just keep deleting them because I'm just sick of it.
I fucking want to see that bad. Like, yeah, we've been staying on top of that for a while because, well, I mean, I'm a big Eddie Murphy fan, but until the last trailer, but like, I was looking forward to it, but
I don't know what to make of it, to be honest. I tell you what I am watching, not to get too off topic, but for those people that are a bit like, oh, why aren't you watching that? I got to like prioritize what I'm going to watch. I am watching Wrong Turn, the remake.
Oh yeah, how's that?
I haven't seen it yet, and
Oh,
I'm
you're
going
just gonna
to
see
watch
the
it,
prequel. Okay, yeah,
but
gotcha.
it's a remake by the original filmmaker.
Hmm.
So I'm more interested in that, to be fair. Much more
Yeah,
interested in
it'll be
that.
interesting to see what that comes out to be.
Yeah. So anyway, back on topic,
Yeah.
back on the Godzilla versus Kong hype train, and it is a hype train. It really is a hype train. At the time of getting this screenshot, it was at nearly 55 million views. Speechless. Absolutely
Right.
speechless.
Well, you got to first compare to like some of the like and dislike ratio.
Well, that's
So
fantastic, though.
it is good. So I mean, a good portion of those could be from an advertisement it's attached to. We got to remember that. But at the same time, for a trailer like this compared to some of the other ones we've seen, oh yeah,
This
this
has
is a
blown
lot of
everything out of
views.
the
Yeah,
water.
and I think that this is going to do well for HBO Max. A lot better than Wonder Woman did.
Yes, this is the thing that they should have been headlining HBO Max with, by the sounds of it. Even by comparison as well. Like if I'm looking at, so one of the big thing that everyone was like, oh, this is the thing to launch with, right? The thing, Zack Snyder's Justice League trailer, tiny views, tiny. It's like I'm looking at them now, like million here, million there. Not particularly good.
I really, I hate to like piss any Snyder fans off in the chat,
Oh
but
no, this is just a fact. Like
no,
we're
yeah, I really don't
just
think that
behind
the
between the
Snyder
two of
cut
us.
is as big as deal as people think it's going to be. I mean,
Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't particularly. I'm indifferent. I care not really. To be fair, I'm just more. I just think a lot of people were like, yeah, that's what's going to get HBO Max on the map, and it's like, well, it's not though. Like by comparison, if you're looking at just pure statistics here, just figures. Godzilla
no,
versus Kong trailer has gone insane, and the comments as well. I mean, 204, nearly 215,000 comments.
yeah,
That's insane. That's a
no,
really good comment ratio.
no,
Like
yeah.
really, really good.
I've been saying like the bigger thing is going to be this and Dune as far as like HBO Max because yeah, the Snyder cut, yeah. What momentum it did have has slowed down, and then the Ray Fisher deal has kind of killed that. But Kong and Godzilla, on the other hand, have been on an upward trajectory as
Mm.
opposed, to where the first movie did pretty well, Kong did pretty well, especially in the States. And then the third movie did decent, but then like I said, I think it's been a real big hit for them on video. And it keeps popping up in like my recommended for like my HBO Maxes and all that kind of stuff when I go in there. So,
Mm.
I'm sure it's a fairly popular, and like we said, between the toys, which, you started talking about in the begin with, that's one thing like, kids are playing with these toys. And that's one thing I know that a lot of the companies have been struggling is outside of collectors, getting kids into toys anymore is
Yeah.
difficult.
Yeah. Massively.
And that's why Jurassic Park has always been a popular franchise because, well, kids love dinosaurs. So that's an easy
Yeah.
sell. So I can see this being a very easy sell to kids.
Hugely. Hugely. Kevbot 1995 for $10 says Red Ice Kong means Mechanicong confirmed. Changed my mind.
I don't know about that.
No, he's only kidding. Joke.
No, there are people who think that Mecha Kong might be in this, though.
No, definitely not. I cannot see that. Nah.
That'd be Mecha Madness.
But he does ask if the MonsterVerse continues, what monster would you like to see? Can't wait for the film's release. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this film releasing. Like I genuinely am. As for what monster I would like to see, I mean, well, we've seen Rodan. I like the Toho originals, but I also have really enjoyed what Legendary have been doing with their original monsters. I thought the Mutos were really interesting. Like, I genuinely think that they are very interesting creatures. And I think, they expanded upon that in Godzilla Aftershock with the I can't remember the full name of it, Shinshi Mura or something like that. It's the Muto Prime, basically, like the king of the Mutos or queen of the Mutos, whatever. And I thought that was a really great, really, really great idea. Like, genuinely, we learn exactly where the Mutos came from, and like, it's cool. So I'd like to see more originals, to be honest. Failing that, I guess, Anguirus, I guess. Are you overly familiar with the MonsterVerse? Do you?
Oh yeah. I'm actually not so much a fan of them bringing in so many new ones. We've got a lot of the classics that haven't really been touched upon too much. I mean, we did get to see a lot of them in King of Monsters, but we didn't really get to see them do much. But like Ghidorah has always been kind of a favorite of mine besides Kong and Zilla. I mean, outside of that, there really isn't many. I kind of got most of mine. Destroyer, that's just however you say it, Destroyer. However, that one's all right. But Ghidorah has always been my...
Destroyer is very OP, isn't it?
Yeah. Ghidorah has always been kind of my favorite outside of these two, though. So I've kind of gotten what I've wanted once I see this.
Yeah, people are saying Gigan as well. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. But, I mean, they showed that in some of the concept art for King of the Monsters anyway, the sort of MonsterVerse version of Gigan. So, yeah, I don't know. But basically, I thought we would just talk a little bit here about Godzilla versus Kong, the trailer, how it's done so well, thoughts and predictions, I guess. This must be breaking some kind of record, surely. 53.
Yeah, I don't know what has the 54 record so far, but...
So I think what's so interesting, right? I took these screenshots. Right, this screenshot here and this screenshot here, I don't know, must have been 10 seconds after one another. And that one says 53, and this one jumps to 54.6. Nice. That was literally like 10 seconds after one another.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious how many of these people watching this trailer already have HBO Max as opposed to those who are going to...
now it's at 54.8.
Yeah. So it slowed down a little bit, but still trucking along. Yeah, I mean, I don't see it being a big failure of any type. I mean, as far as any kind of like, numbers, I don't think we'll get anything solid, but I'm sure if it does well enough, HBO will let us know somehow.
Well, yeah, they did that all with bloody Wonder Woman, trying to make out that it was a massive success, didn't they, at the time?
Basically, all they showed us how much of a success it wasn't, but anyway.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. Made it laughably fucking bad, but never mind. Love Smite says, leaks say Mr. H's third film is actually Mechagodzilla. I mean, look, keep it on the down low, all right? Keep it shh. Definitely, it might be in the works. Who knows?
Kong has now met his match, Mecha Jasper.
Oh dear.
He just wants to play fetch.
Fetching with bloody Kong's axe.
Yeah. I think the movie will be all right. I don't think it's going to be a bad movie, if that's what you mean by predictions as far as how it'll be received. It would have to do something. I mean, it would have to do something really drastic to be shit. I mean, they'd have to go Batman v Superman levels to where, like, I mean, you'd really have to overcomplicate this thing. It really isn't that difficult. And I mean, that's really all it is. Godzilla goes mad, send monkey after Godzilla. End of discussion. There's your movie.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. I mean, there's very little. There's not much depth to it, and I think that it doesn't need much depth to it. That's not the point of like a film like this. It is not supposed to have a lot of depth to it, and I think that's fine. I think that's fine. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, and as long as I don't think they get too pretentious, which I don't think they will, judging by the trailer. I mean, it really looks like they're having fun with it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hugely.
So if that's the case, then I'm not too worried. Like, I don't think we're going to get any heavy-handed shit. Like I hate going back to BVS, but it really is kind of a similar situation because Batman v Superman was something that was very simple And Snyder and crew actually went way out of their way to overcomplicate it. And as long as they don't do that here, you're fine. And then that's kind of where King of Monsters kind of lost me a little bit, was the overcomplication on the human side of things. When it's like, no, you didn't really need to go to this extreme. All you had to do is like just have the bad guy say, turn the damn machine on. And that's all you needed. You didn't need to go through this whole other business. And hopefully there's not a whole bunch of other business in this film. And I get it. We're probably going to get some antagonists of some type that are controlling Mechagodzilla or whatever, and then we also have the other people bringing in Kong, and, we're going to have different factions of human characters. I'm prepared for that, but hopefully there just isn't a bunch of convoluted, stupid shit that drags us away from the fight. Yeah.
Well, I've actually got up just on the back screen now, which I've had prepared, ready to go if people want to discuss it, is a well-known, highly regarded leaker, Sayaka, revealed a whole bunch of stuff 12 months ago, which has now actually been confirmed in the trailer. So we can take a lot of what they said with some air of legitimacy outside of everything else they've already revealed many, many times before. So I thought we could go through that if anyone wanted to. It's quite literally plot points. It's leaks for the film.
I'm fine with that as long as the audience is.
Well, yeah, I mean, we'll go. I wanted to ask you first, and then obviously I'll ask the audience as well, because I might save it for another video as well. But I thought we'd just cover it in this as well. And hey, Ellie, nice to have you on, dude. I was actually going to send you an invite, but I didn't know whether I should or not. I didn't know whether you'd be busy. Kong has Godzilla down the ground, and Godzilla roars out, "Save Mothra." Kong roars back, "Why did you say that name?"
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for sending in these super chats. It really does help keep the lights on. I don't think YouTube's actually been sending out any notifications today. Like, just literally nothing today is absolutely been garbage. So yeah, guys, I'm going to go through old leaks. These are from 12 months ago, right? A year ago. These are old leaks. At this point, it's still rumor, but you'll see some of these things have been confirmed by the trailer. So leave if you need to. But I thought you'd find this interesting. So again, 12 months ago, the first thing which I thought was quite like notable is concept art shows Kong, because this is what they were looking at. Concept art shows Kong climbing atop a building in Hong Kong while Godzilla tries to shoot him down with atomic breath. I would say we've seen that, haven't we?
I think that's in the trailer.
I would say pretty much, yeah. That's all but confirmed in the trailer, which is interesting. And then this goes to explain his height sizing anyway,
right?
And also sort of explaining why the rest of his species didn't grow. Kong's territory now is the Hollow Earth, and it's got sufficient radiation. The radiation on the surface of Skull Island is limited, which actually may cause Kong's species to shrink. This might explain why this Kong is so big while his ancestors were smaller.
Okay, so it's the opposite, basically, of what I was hearing. Yeah, that's kind of weird.
So there's more radiation in the Hollow Earth, which means that he can grow.
Okay, so no, that actually does line up a little bit more so.
Yeah.
Okay, because that was the whole thing, because I've seen a lot of people debating, and it's a logical question of how could, basically Godzilla should be able to microwave Kong in 2 seconds.
You should be able to eviscerate.
Exactly. Like, so basically, how do you fix that? Well, you make Kong mutated by radiation as well, which makes sense. So, I have no issues with that. And then that like I said, that also might explain the red eyes. So like when he gets all fired up or whatever, maybe that's part of it. Kind of like how Godzilla is like a big furnace in that sense, or a big nuclear reactor or whatever, basically.
Yeah. Now there is some interesting information about Mechagodzilla. That Mechagodzilla can fight at close range or use powerful energy weapons, which goes into the second part here, is that they have this movie is not as realistic as any of the other ones in any way, shape, or form. They have plunged humanity's technology far, far, far into the future. And apparently it will remind you of Pacific Rim or the MCU movies, because there's way more science fiction elements, which obviously cuts into Mechagodzilla there. Thoughts?
Well, that kind of scares me a little bit, because that's where I was going with the whole, going crazy with human stuff. But then again, the whole Godzilla series has always been based in like heavy sci-fi. Like once you take away, the monsters fighting, it's always the humans doing something they shouldn't with, some technology, or in space, or they're, whatever. So I'm not totally opposed to it, as long as it fits within the film. I mean, I wanted it to be a bit more grounded in a sense with the humans, but the monster part, I don't care.
Yeah. Finbar White, thank you so much, dude. And Love Smite dropped in as well. New League's King Kong trips on the wet aircraft carrier deck and crushes the entire human cast. He then dies after proclaiming his love for Godzilla. I'd see that. I would see that. King Mob, not sure you've answered this, Mr. H, but G or K, don't sit on the fence. Brah. Godzilla, like, I don't want Kong to die, but Godzilla technically should win. But, yeah, I mean, that's just, yeah. Bird Boy, hello there. That particular still shot looked like canvas painting. Beautiful. Can't wait for the movie. Also, congrats on Black Fields. Thank you so much. Really, really do appreciate that. And yeah, like it's great. So the other bits and pieces. So here's here's a good thing, and actually confirms is confirmed not in the trailer, but it's confirmed by the director's comments about the trailer. So we've all seen that final fight. Well, what we presume is the final fight in the trailer. And we're like, oh, we're seeing the money shot right here, aren't we? That's what it looks like.
I don't think so, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah,
definitely not. So the director's already come out and said, nope, don't worry. But then the leaks 12 months ago said the Hong Kong battle between Godzilla and Kong is actually only about 5 minutes. And it's a completely continuous action scene that doesn't switch to the human story. So people be happy. Godzilla looks very beast-like, incredibly violent, which I would say we saw that in that trailer. Like I'd say we saw some of that as well.
Yeah, he's clearly revved up by something, and that's where I figured like either something to do with Mechagodzilla or something the other guys are doing, or they're using the Orca thing or whatever it was again to get him all like agitated.
Well, so there's interesting here is that the so I don't really understand this. So as part of these leaks, they say that the severed Ghidorah head has rotted and is now mostly bones. It's kept in the Apex laboratory, and there is a link between Ghidorah and Mechagodzilla.
Maybe that's what's driving Godzilla all wacky bats, is that he's sensing Ghidorah again, but can't find him or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's what I said in our original streams. I was like, well, it would make sense that you would have that, but
yeah.
Now, on the aircraft carrier situation, again, this was 12 months ago. It says the aircraft carrier that Godzilla and Kong fight on is a normal aircraft carrier, which it is. Like we've confirmed that now. It's in the trailer, and a tribute to the raft from the original King Kong versus Godzilla. Which now I know that it's a tribute. I quite like that. I think that's quite cool.
Yeah,
still wouldn't work, obviously, but don't hate it.
Yeah, we were talking. I don't think you were on that one, but we were talking about how if you laid him out on it, yeah, it would be fine. But once he stands up on one side or the other, it's going to completely throw the balance off.
Yeah, well, of course, but I think they show that anyway, don't they? Because Kong runs in and kind of boots him off.
Kind of, yeah. Again, without seeing the entire scene with context, yeah, I can't speak to it yet, but yeah. Again, I'm willing to suspend some disbelief for some of this stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's King Kong versus Godzilla. Yeah, I get it. I'm not going and expecting some high art, Oscar caliber storytelling. It's a popcorn movie. I get that. And that's all I'm really worried about, as long as I have fun with it.
Yeah. Now the other thing is, so apparently the Hong Kong battle between Godzilla and Kong, it is the climax of the movie. But this battle is absolutely epic. It will decide who the real number one monster is. The battle with Mechagodzilla is actually the second climax, because Mechagodzilla is a huge threat to everyone. So there's two. Oh, that doesn't make any sense. So there's two climaxes of the movie, basically.
Well, it almost sounds like, wonder if this person saw an earlier cut of the movie. And maybe they didn't even see the entire movie. Like, it just sounds like they might be seeing snippets of it.
Maybe.
Because, I mean, logically, the story would make sense if, like, okay, you know, Kong and Godzilla face off a few times. One kind of subdues the other, and then then evenling they have to team up against Mechagodzilla, which makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that, to be fair. Flying Snake Titan, seen in the toy leaks, fights Kong and lives in the Hollow Earth. Well, that is absolutely confirmed in the trailer. Again, here you go.
Yeah.
Hollow Earth, Flying Snake Titan, confirmed. Warbat, which is an interesting name for a Flying Snake Titan. But, you know, whatever. Godzilla apparently will have really cool new powers, which, yeah, cool. Like, I'm happy with that. Why not? I don't see why not. I think it would be a bit of a waste not to have, you know, Godzilla sort of keep adapting and changing and things like that.
As long as it ain't nothing too crazy, yeah.
Well, we haven't seen a lot of, you know, the ultra crazy stuff.
No, not really.
So I'm confident that they won't do well. In saying that, they've upped the technology a lot, haven't they? So
well, that's the only thing, because like in the old movies, from my recollection, I mean, I've seen them all, but it's been many years. Like most of the time, from depending on which version, as far as I know, it's usually alien technology is what they get their hands on, and that's usually what where humans technology goes. Because even Mechagodzilla, I think, had to do with us getting our hands on alien technology, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I don't think that. I don't know whether that's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen here.
Oh no, they haven't seemingly hinted at any kind of alien shit.
No, well, they say that Mechagodzilla is actually the ultimate villain of this film.
Yeah.
The final battle between him, Kong, and Godzilla takes place in Hong Kong amidst neon lights at night, very Pacific Rim-like. Well, we've seen that already.
Yeah.
We've seen the location of Hong Kong in the trailer with the neon lights. We've seen that. So, yeah, again, confirmed. But now, you know, these leaks are now being confirmed. Now, they say that the movie will focus on King Kong and Godzilla, but Rodan and Mothra will never come back. Well, they can't say that Rodan and Mothra will never come back, but they definitely won't be main characters. So they may have seen a cut of this film where there was placeholders for additional Titans.
Yeah.
It's what it sounds like.
That's what I was saying. Maybe it was an earlier cut where stuff's missing and it's just kind of jumping from one bit to the other or something.
Yeah. So if you don't know what we're referring to here, is that when cuts are being assembled, they won't fully do CGI. They'll just do placeholders. They'll be like, and Monster will come in here, or blah, 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 we'll do this here. Which kind of sounds like this is what may have happened with this. I think it's a pretty fair assessment.
Sometimes they'll put in storyboards or animatics, or they'll even, like you were kind of hinting at, using shots from other the previous films just to fill in for now.
Yeah.
And just the way the story kind of sounds like it's jumping around in this person's reiteration, it makes me wonder what kind of version of the film they saw. But because I'm trying to remember when it was initially wasn't it supposed to be out in March of last year originally?
Mate, it's moved so many times now.
I know, that's what I'm trying to remember. Because I think
I genuinely can't remember.
I think it moved from December of 2019 to March, then May, then
Jesus.
I think to this year. I think it's been moved at least 3 or 4 times. It was moved at least, I think, once or twice before the whole Coof thing. So, like, even before all that. And same thing with Wonder Woman. That's where I said I don't understand why they didn't take all this extra time to fix it. In this case, though, between what I've seen in the trailer, I'm impressed. I hope my fears of why the film was initially pushed back are not true. So like that's the only thing I was afraid of. But
Well,
it could be
we got some more. We got some more
the
leaks.
opposites too as well. So go ahead.
Um, so there's lots of tributes to King Kong versus Godzilla. Toy leaks apparently don't do Mechagodzilla justice, which is good because, like, I'm not going to lie, it doesn't look the best, in a toy leak. Like, that doesn't look the best.
It just look from this angle without any detail. It just looks like bones of a dinosaur at a museum, basically.
Yeah. I mean, it looks a bit crap, but we have seen.
But if you go back to
here,
that, yeah.
And it does look good.
I was gonna say, if you go back to those toys, all the toys are the same size except for the smaller version over there in the top right corner. It almost looks like that Mechagodzilla is much bigger, or at least bulkier than regular Godzilla. So that's my. I'm curious, like in the film itself, if Mechagodzilla isn't quite bigger than both of them.
That's true. Yeah, true. So hold on a second. Get back to where I was reading.
Because toys do a shitty job of showing scale usually, unless they pay attention.
So they said Apex is an evil corporation, much like Umbrella from Resident Evil. I think that's a weird comparison, don't you?
Yeah, unless there's a reason to. I mean, we just an evil corporation.
Bioweapons?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, they've got.
I suppose if they're using, if they're getting their hands on like the dead bodies and shit of the other monsters and shit, maybe they're using that. Who knows?
Yeah, true. So Godzilla vs. Kong will be bigger in scale compared to Godzilla King of the Monsters, with more new monsters. Well, we've seen a lot of them in the trailer anyway. We've seen the Warbats. In the Hollow Earth, we saw Kong battling with some like actual bat-like creatures in this scene as they come down. So that's 2 new monsters already confirmed, isn't it?
Yeah, and since we haven't gotten any other toys, really, I'm curious. But then again, they've been holding off a lot of stuff too, so we may get some other of the major monsters pop up in cameos. I mean, it could be more to what this individual said in the leaks.
Yeah,
than it just being whatever. I mean, who knows?
Now here I like this a lot actually. So they say the CGI. So they must have seen a close to finished copy, because they say that this is 12.
I was going to say it had to be pretty close because, like I said, we knew it was originally supposed to be out a while ago. So
exactly, they say the CGI is much better than Godzilla King of the Monsters, more akin to G14, and Kong Skull Island. And I would say that's been confirmed in the trailer. Like, the CGI is great.
The CGI looked good, especially compared to some of the other stuff we've seen lately, for sure. Yeah.
Well, I thought it was. I was genuinely really, really impressed. Like, I go back to this photo, this screenshot here. This is amazing.
Yeah, they do some pretty good stuff so far from what I've seen. I mean, we're only seeing snippets, so until I can actually see it in the film, then I'll be able to judge it better. But yeah, because I mean, a still image of CGI always looks better than when it's moving.
Oh, absolutely. Like, yeah, I'll give you that. But I would say what we've seen in motion in this trailer is I wouldn't say miles better, but it's still better than King of the Monsters. And I like King of the Monsters. I'm unabashed in that. Like, I liked it. So
no, I hope so. It looks good so far. And I hope my initial thoughts on the whole why they were pushing it back was wrong. It wasn't to save money and film around CGI. Maybe it was the other way around. Maybe it was to add more monsters because like kids are eating it up. Add more, that could be. Yeah, I hope that's the case.
Now, so here we go. Here's Godzilla and Kong's final battle will be a one-on-one fair fight with a clear winner between the two. Neither Godzilla or Kong kill the other, but one may die against Mechagodzilla. I don't like that. That pissed me off. But I think what they're doing there is leaving it wide open, as in like, oh, well, we don't show him dead. whichever one it is.
My guess then it's probably Godzilla, because it's easier to hide Godzilla than it is Kong.
But Toho won't let Godzilla get killed.
That's what I'm saying. We think he's dead, but that doesn't mean he is dead.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Guys in the chat, don't worry. Toho won't let Godzilla die. Like, they don't let that happen. They're very strict with their property. So yeah, I genuinely wouldn't be concerned about that. It sounds like they're probably setting up maybe another post-credit scene or a future movie. It
might be Kong.
Well, Kong. Well,
the only reason I don't think it is because in those toys, the Funko Pop specifically, we get an extra Kong, and that's the battle damaged Kong. So that's where I'm curious if, like, that's the thing, is at the end we get we see him dropped back off on the island, or if he uses the Hollow Earth or however he gets there, and that's the version of him we see where he's all battle damaged and whatnot. Because again, it's a lot easier to hide Godzilla from, like you have him fall into something and
he has to fall into the ocean and we'd like
something like that. Exactly. Yeah, he's dead. We have no life signs. Yeah, we know he's not. We know better than that.
He just sinks and falls down into the core of the earth again and regenerates.
Godzilla, if you see King Kong, if you see a dead Kong, it's usually pretty.
It's pretty conclusive at that.
Usually
point.
They're
probably dead,
and they've killed Kong quite a few times. So I have a feeling they won't pull that one.
Yeah. Now, the other things about Kong, which I found interesting, was Kong has no superpowers. He uses brute force, speed, and weapons to battle, which we've seen. Kong is quite powerful now. He's not only 300 plus feet tall, which again, we've seen, it's confirmed. He even wounds Godzilla with a weapon, which is the giant axe, which again, we've seen, which was, again, stated in this leaks. Now, this is fine. I don't mind this. They start to go into the human narrative. So they say the human narrative revolves around exploring the Hollow Earth and shining a light on the ancient origins of the Titans and the civilizations who worshipped and feared them. Now, that is not necessarily confirmed in the trailer, but it is confirmed in the plot synopsis, which does actually go into that.
Which part was that?
About the Hollow Earth. And
yeah. Because I remember you talking about that before and hearing about it a little bit more before too. And I see a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's just so stupid if Kong wins over Godzilla." It's like, you guys, you've never seen the original. This is not the same Kong that we get in the Fay Ray / Peter Jackson, whichever Kong. It's not the same Kong. That's what we got to keep in mind. It's a different kind of Kong. And like another point is he's the last one. So if they kill him, that's it. So yeah, I don't really see them killing Kong offhand, because Godzilla is easy to either hide, or you just say, yeah, it's Godzilla, but it's just a baby. It's a new version. So there you go.
The leaks I read were a bit different. What leaks did you read, Ellie? Oh, if I send you a link, you can come on and tell us, can't you? How about we just do that? That's fucking easier. Now, these are from Sayaka, which is a proven, reliable source. That's why I was quoting this individual. I'll send you a link. You can come on and explain it all. KevBot 1995. Unless G laid 1,000 eggs in Madison Square Garden and Baby G makes a cameo. Brilliant. Hopefully not. I would not be impressed with any of that.
That would be interesting. I don't think they'll go that route. But that's what I was saying is, like, even if they kill Godzilla in quotations proper, even if that Godzilla does die, that still doesn't mean we can't have another Godzilla, because that's the thing with Godzilla is even the version that we followed in some of the movies after the first one, it's not the same one. So like that's the thing is we could always get another Godzilla. And I'm curious if they may even address, because there was people who had some strange theory early on after King of Monsters that it wasn't the same Godzilla in that movie. Because, I mean, the design's a bit different, which just is a choice by the creators. But, I mean, there's always that question, is there more than one Godzilla out there kind of thing, too? I don't think so, but I think it could definitely open the door for a new Godzilla being born. That's for sure. Yeah.
I don't think there's going to be another Godzilla. I don't think there's going to be eggs or anything like this. I doubt it. Very, very big.
Well, I'm just saying that's one way you can get away with killing Godzilla, but yet not killing Godzilla. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 And I'm not saying we'd get a proper baby Godzilla. It would just be the same kind of monster, just, a new one instead of the same exact one, basically.
The thing is, like, if anyone's heard any other leaks, I'd say, like, unless they are confirmed, the individual Sayaka was barred.
Yeah, I'm just speculating, so.
Oh, no, I'm talking to everyone in general here. Is that the individual Sayaka was banned from Toho Kingdom for spoiling movies. So if you hear any other leaks that are contrary to what I've just said, I would take it with a pretty big, a big old fistful of salt, because it's difficult to confirm whether it comes from the same individual or not. And also bear in mind is that this individual, what they have said now is right. We've seen it. Like, it's in the trailer. It seems to be confirmed. So I don't see an issue with that, with believing that this is, 99% legitimate. I would say that
I trust it.
pretty confirmed.
And considering they've had other stuff confirmed, I'd say they're a good source for leaks. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yes, Dark Eagle, usually Godzilla is asexual, and even like Godzilla dying could trigger that. So that's what I was saying. So yeah, I'm pretty sure Godzilla is bisexual. In this day and age, don't give him ideas.
Ridiculous. So I'm just trying to find some more, some bits and pieces that other people may have had. So
yeah, I wish I knew more about like any of the behind the scenes stuff. Like, other than that, I mean, I basically have just heard the same kind of stuff you guys have, and just the normal. I don't have any sources on that at all. So no.
So his is interesting. There may be some concept art floating around for Mechagodzilla docked in a hangar bay with claw machine prong-like hands and a dead skull crawler in its grasp.
Perhaps they're using Mechagodzilla to fight skull crawlers and stuff when they go get King Kong.
Well, you see that leak, that sort of statement anyway, does go hand in hand with what is it? This one, mechanized giant on Skull Island.
There you go. Because I mean, you got to imagine, and I mean, even if so take out if it's not some like. Maybe we lose control of Mechagodzilla. Maybe we made him. That's what I was thinking too. Like, if there's not some third party, and then like they use Mechagodzilla to go get Kong, but then all the time it's Mechagodzilla is the problem to begin with. You never know. Like, it's hard. I'll be interested to see how they work it all out, and they don't need to overcomplicate it either. So,
yeah, we've got a brand new member of the channel. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate that, Michael. And anyone else, if you want to support the channel, become a member, please do. You do get some weekly content, so check it out.
He's an Autobot.
Oh yeah, he's an Autobot, isn't he? After credit scene, Mothra resurrects Godzilla. Well, Mothra is dead at the moment. That'd be terrible, wouldn't it? She just comes back to life to resurrect someone and then die again. Fuck it up.
Well, you never know. Well, you never know. I'm sure they're going to bring back Mothra at some point.
Well, it's dependent what deal they have, because if they depend on how expensive it is. So they obviously had the rights to use her once. We don't know whether that is a multi-movie deal.
Well, that's a good point. Like, why they keep making the new monsters is so they don't have to keep using the other ones. I know that.
I like the new monsters.
Not a huge fan. I mean, I'll be interested to see these snake bats, but the skull crawlers and some of the other ones were just kind of meh to me. The Motus in the first Godzilla reminded me too much of the fucking Cloverfield monster, which I wasn't a big fan of either.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't know, when you're doing these kind of movies and you throw in like, see it to me, and again, you know, obviously it's just a monster movie, so whatever. But I mean, I guess when you're going to do stuff like that, to me, I say you should stay more akin to the idea of something that more fits in the more classic kind of Godzilla world, to where the Motus and whatnot, like, to me, look more like something too alien. Like, they just don't fit. Like, I can't picture a guy in a suit doing it. Like,
yeah.
I mean, and I'm not saying they have to look that way, but it's just kind of like, just keeping that in mind and just that world, to me, like, just doesn't feel like it fits. But no, you know, it is. It's just something for the monsters to fight. I know.
Did you not like this? Big Mofo.
No,
I thought
not really.
Epic. Why not?
I don't know, because he's just too plain and too much like a woolly mammoth. Didn't have really much imagination to him. I don't know. I find the other ones a bit more imaginative.
Really?
Yeah.
What about the
I like all the classic monsters. I mean, there's some of those that when they got near the end that were getting pretty dumb, but you know, Space Godzilla and stuff like that was kind of like, well, you know, you're just doing a bigger version of Godzilla. I was like,
I quite like. I don't know. I'm a big fan of the original stuff, the new stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean, I get you. I just I like the look of these the war bats though.
Really, I think they look boring, and I'll tell you why. Because they just like, to me, it's just like, oh right, so you literally just took you just took a skull crawler and gave it wings. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's just a bit uninspired to me. Here you go, I've got a better image now. I've got some images of the toys. And I like, maybe they'll be better in action, but
they're all right looking. We'll have to see. I mean,
see what I mean? Like, it's just, it's a bit.
Well, to me, like, that's just
taking a skull crawler and going, oh, we'll just give it some wings. Sod it.
Yeah, well, that's kind of how I feel about the rest of the monsters, though, too. They're all kind of unimaginative to me, in comparison to what the original monsters are.
Yeah, I guess.
And I mean, I get it for cost reasons, but to me, it's like, if you're going to do one of these movies, I'd rather just. That's what I loved about the King of Monsters, was getting to see all the monsters we know in these newer kind of updated versions.
Yeah, true. True. Well, I mean, Ghidorah looked epic.
Right. And yeah, that's one of my favorites. So like, being able to kind of see the cool, newer, like, realistic looking version of the one that we're used to me, was kind of the treat of seeing all the classic monsters again.
I think they did really well with Ghidorah. I think Ghidorah came out as good as he was gonna. I think with how they were adapting him.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a pretty low res image, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
Crap. I'm trying to find a good image from the movie. You'd think there'd be more on there, to be honest, but there's not.
That looked like an older Ghidorah one, though. Is that what you're looking for?
No, I'm trying to find,
because the newer Ghidorah doesn't look like that.
Yeah, it does. I find the high res version of it now.
I don't remember.
It's when he picks Godzilla up and drops Godzilla. Yeah. Oh, well, anyway. I had some super chats come in. Sorry, guys.
No worries.
What if an Apex spy lured Godzilla to Kong with an orca-like machine? So I look, they created this orca tech, and it really does annoy me that they've never, like, in the trailer, they didn't reference it. They're like, oh my god, Godzilla's going mad, and we just don't know why. It's like, orca tech, dickhead. Like, come on. Did you forget the last movie? Come on. I really, really hate it when characters in a universe forget the events of the previous entry to the universe. Fucking really annoys me. So yeah, I think Orca Tech will come into it. What do you think?
Well, yeah, it's clearly, it makes sense. I mean, I think that's what's going to be causing the problems. Either it's going to be the bad guys, like I said, using it to irritate Godzilla, or it's going to be something that's going to be a part of Mechagodzilla or something like that. That yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if they'd use it in Mechagodzilla. That way, he could talk to other monsters or whatever.
True. I've just saved a GIF or GIF. I'm going through King of the Monsters stuff now and going, oh god damn, I remember that. That was super badass. Like, look at that. I mean, it's a bit that give you a brain hemorrhage after a while. That's super.
Hopefully, you don't have a epileptic seizure for watching that.
That's what I was like. Oh, no, you probably should avoid that now.
Yeah.
We've got one more super chat here. Alex Engelman. Will other Titans take sides with G and K or an FFA? What's FFA? I don't think the other Titans are really a big part of it. One more, and then I'll bring Ellie on. Terrible internet today. I hope this message goes through. It has. Couldn't get to my membership benefits, and I think I unmembershiped myself trying to refresh while jabbing at this screen. How's Jasper? You've still got the membership tag, so you should be able to, dude. Go to the community tab. There's a few membership-only posts on the community tab, so head there and check it out. Jasper's good. He's buggered off upstairs, actually. He was at my feet, but he's gone. Yeah, he's gone. So,
but yeah, as far as you got that badge, you're fine. Yeah.
Yeah, so you should still be a member. Ellie, what leaks did you hear then, huh?
I was watching a video yesterday, and he was talking about leaks that a person was. First of all, hi H, hi Tom. Hope you guys are doing well, and everyone in the chat's doing well. He was talking about someone who leaked. She got Godzilla King of the Monsters completely almost right as well, and she was saying that throughout the film, obviously that Ghidorah's brain is sort of scattered around the world. Sort of parts of his brain are scattered around the world, different Apex facilities, and Godzilla. That's why he's attacking the Apex facilities.
That's what I said.
Yeah, you said that, and he senses that, and he's starting to attack different facilities around the world. And then the end fight has a clear winner where Godzilla is about to kill Kong, and at that point, that's where Ghidorah steps in. Not Ghidorah, sorry, Mechagodzilla steps in, and at that point, one of the new abilities with Mechagodzilla is like he has sort of an EMP blast, and at that point, since Godzilla and Kong are sort of worn out from their battle, Mechagodzilla actually gets the upper hand on
how would an
Godzilla.
EMP blast affect?
I don't know, but that's what I saw. But
say if anything, Mechagodzilla would be the one affected by an EMP.
Yeah, Mechagodzilla gets the upper hand on Godzilla at that point, and then Kong steps in at the end, and then at the end it looks like both two are going to square off again, but they part their separate ways.
I mean that's not vastly different from what I've said, though, is it? You said there was something different.
You said
there's a definitive winner. He said they just kind of part their ways.
Well, that is a definitive winner. Godzilla goes to land the final blow. I would say that's a definitive winner, wouldn't you, or not?
If they walk away both mutually before they square off again, instead, I don't know.
And there was a bit at the end as well where they there's obviously Godzilla didn't take out most of the Apex facilities. They're still around, and they're sort of building their own monsters or like own mecha type monsters as well. So similar to like Pacific Rim, I guess, with the Jaegers, something like that.
Yeah, and then Gojira Star brought up another point. The EMP from Motu's in 2014 didn't work on Godzilla.
And also, who is QNX's self-shut down by EMP? Surely Mechagodzilla would just shut down.
Yeah, unless you can direct it in a specific angle, which I don't know. That's what I was saying, is the EMP would affect Mechagodzilla,
Yeah. Everyone in the chat, hit the like button. You stayed this long. We've had good, consistent views. So hit the thumbs up button. Really does actually help these live streams out. So please do thumbs up the video. That would be super lame. Not gonna lie, I think that final bit of an EMP.
Well, you were there talking about before about Mechagodzilla having new abilities and new types of weapons. As
Yeah,
because I'll send you the video I watched. I'll send you the video I watched. I was saying that Mechagodzilla is also shaped from the Dagon bones they found. Is it Dagon in 2014's Godzilla?
that sounds like they've just taken elements from the old Godzilla films, you know.
And obviously, since it's made from Ghidorah's head as well, that's why he's able to get the upper hand on Godzilla.
You know, I don't believe that because
no, it's all good.
No. I don't think so. On this image, we can see the system. It's too convenient. It's too much like the old Godzilla movies.
Yeah.
Saying that it's made from Dagon's bones and stuff like that, you know, because it was originally the dead Godzilla. Like, I don't know. What, are you sending it to me?
Sending it to you now.
So yeah, because part of what you're saying, Ellie, almost sounds like a fan.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Like a fan theory, almost.
Yeah, we're not poo-pooing you.
No. Yeah, just certain elements of it sound just a little weird.
It sounds too much like fan servicey, like the old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could be completely wrong. FYI, ladies and gents. Love Smite says Mark Godzilla's out there and he's hurting people, and we don't know why. Godzilla, Dark Fate. What the fuck, my boy John? Why?
Well, I guess you got to take everything here as well with a grain of salt at the moment. Hoping.
Yeah.
Hoping they keep all their cards close to the chest of this film and they don't reveal too much.
Yeah, I mean that Sayaka person's been very, very accurate with their leaks.
That's why.
Hey, is this person saying it's the same individual saying the other leaks then, or what? What's this? I think he meant nuclear pulse-like ability rather than an EMP. I hear he uses his claws to absorb energy and
that would make more sense.
Okay. That would make more sense. I would be more inclined to believe that.
Yeah, especially if he's depowering Godzilla and then using that power against him. Yeah, that would definitely make more sense. If he's already drained.
Yeah.
But see, then that would almost sound more like Kong would have to come in at the last minute to save Godzilla.
Yeah, he does. That's the one I read. Yeah.
So they get their mutual respect from one another.
From what you were saying, H, if there's like a 5-minute, like one take sequence of them just beating the crap out of each other.
So that's the Hong Kong final, yeah.
Yeah, that would be fantastic to watch. And obviously they're going to be worn out at that point. And that's, I guess, where Mechagodzilla comes into the fray. And
well, there's even in the trailer, you can actually see Kong loses the axe. It's actually lodged. You can see this in the trailer. It's lodged in one of the buildings. The axe is lodged in one of the buildings. Which, yeah, it's quite cool to see.
What do you think about the Apex building their own monsters?
Well, again, like, so they've already alluded to that here, haven't they? You know, saying, but had already tried to, but they're saying it's Monarch, but obviously it's not Monarch, it's Apex, I guess. So it says, De La Rosa went on to claim that Monarch was not only developing this mechanized giant on Skull Island, but had already tried to create organic titans in the past. So whether they pass that technology or they use Apex's technology to do it and then Apex takes over, yeah, I can see it. I can see it. I think I don't know whether I like it. I think going down the route of mechanized monsters is, or whether I don't know whether it's going to be fully organic or not. I'll be pissed if they're just mechanized monsters. That's boring to me. I want to see these giant titans roaming the world that are ancient. Yeah. That's what I want to see. Mechanized monsters, nah. It's the fucking Pacific Rim. Like, I don't want to see that. Like I'm game for Mechagodzilla, but if it just becomes mechanized stuff time and time again, that becomes very, very lazy. I think that they have done a really good job. Like, regardless of whether you like this creature or not, it's kind of besides the point. But this one and things like Methuselah and things like that, they did a really good job of taking, a real world religious point or ancient myth or whatever, Kamazotes, for instance, and expanding upon it and turning it into a Titan. So I like that. I'd like to see them do more of that than just go, oh, mechanized creatures. Just fucking do that. Like, that's boring. It's lazy. In my head, anyway, it's lazy.
Yeah. No, I mean, if we're gonna do that, then you might as well just watch something like Pacific Rim, where it's just a bunch of mechanized shit.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't be a fan if they went that route. One or two against a bunch of other monsters is enough.
Yeah. Well, anyway, never mind. What's this? Apex are going to be the alien invaders, or from the underground city of Mu, was it? I don't think they will be. I don't think that they'll go that far. Do you? Do you think they'll go that far to introduce proper humanoid aliens in this universe? I mean, they've introduced aliens. We know that already, but I don't think that they'll introduce humanoid ones.
Yeah, I don't think so, because that's what I was saying before. Is that was always kind of a thing from the old ones that I don't really see them carrying over here.
Ellie?
I don't know too much about. Wouldn't like to see aliens introduced. Ghidorah is an alien.
Yeah.
But I don't know too much on it. So
was that question, Ellie?
Not.
You watched King of the Monsters recently, you said, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I didn't pay
they
much attention
confirm
to
it in that movie, bruh. It's in the movie.
I know.
Literally say it's not from this earth.
I don't know. I didn't enjoy it too much, that film, on second watch. So
bitch slap you.
I wasn't paying.
Oh, dear.
I could add that, like, introducing the fact that Ghidorah was from outer space. I mean, it opens the door for future monsters to come from outer space, but I just don't really see. I just don't see real humanoid aliens fitting in this story at all. Especially considering the whole idea of the monsters is that they're supposed to be, they've always been here, kind of thing.
Yeah. Dread Emperor says Godzilla getting pitter rolled. The whole trailer hurts my nards. Kong dodging underwater nuclear blasts underneath a damn boat, but can still see. Yeah, that's true. In fairness, but if he's absorbing radiation now, maybe he can sense it a little bit as well. So I don't know, but yeah, you are right. Like the big G-man getting slam dunked the whole trailer.
I enjoy seeing all these Godzilla fans freaking out. I mean, I'm a fan of both, but I'm a little bit more of a fan of Kong, so it's just funny seeing this shit.
Well, but people need to remember is that they need to get the wider Americans on board for it, and Kong is more favorable to wider American audiences, and clearly it's worked because 54 million views.
Yeah, and Kong was the bigger of the movies, and I think didn't it even do? Well, I don't know if it did as well as King of the Monsters, or did it do better?
No. So Kong,
I know it did well here in the U.S. comparatively to elsewhere, though.
I think Kong Skull Island. So Kong Skull Island took 566 million, and King of the Monsters took 386 million, but it wasn't that. So 2014 hit quite a lot, if I remember rightly.
I think Kong made the most in the US, though.
So Kong did the best. Yeah, you are right.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. In the US, Kong did the best. I know that. But outside of the US, the other two did better. And because I remember having that conversation with Andre, because he's like, does anybody even give a shit about Kong? I'm like, are you kidding? I'm like, in the US, Kong is king, man.
Oh, Anna's not asleep. Anna, I'll send you an invite.
Hey.
Maybe jump on this time. You talk about Tom Hiddleston. Richard Channing, if mankind is making their own organic titans, is the next film going to be an all-out monster war between the real titans and the creation titans? Oof. Would you like that or not?
Mm,
I wouldn't. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't be a fan.
I'd have to have a good reason for humans to make their own organic Titans.
Well, apparently they're already making them, aren't they?
Yeah, I know.
So,
Yeah. I don't know about that. Well, why would you make an organic Titan though at the same time as a mechanical one? I don't know.
yeah,
Guess you got
true.
two competing teams, I guess. I don't know.
True. Yeah, I wouldn't be such a fan of that. I think that screams somewhat laziness to a degree. Like they've been making some great bloody monsters. They just need to continue that. Like Skull Island's great. They've made some awesome ones on Skull Island. Just size them up a bit. Why not? And the Hollow Earth now, huge, massive area. Just keep exploring that. What do you want to see, Ellie?
Yeah, went
More
into
aliens.
my show. I went into my show a bit. Yeah, you put me on the spot before. No,
Hey, come on. It's a rite of passage, man.
No. Of course, it's a rite of passage. I'm young. I'm learning. It's
not an excuse, mate. Your brain should be firing on all cylinders if you're young. I'm fucking old and going grey. Your brain should be boom, 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 boom.
No, we were discussing, like, it came to my head. We were discussing with Andre the other week. There's other stories to tell within the MonsterVerse than rather aliens or going with the like sort of mechanized all-out civil war with the other monsters, with mechanized monsters. We were discussing that we've seen it in the movies before, like the prequel stories or the history of the monsters as well, where we're discussing that Godzilla's tomb or Godzilla's home within the Hollow Earth, the paintings on the wall. Yeah, it's been obliterated, but there's a history there as well. There's a history in the Hollow Earth as well with Kong sort of putting his hand on the painting. What happened with his parents, what his ancestors, where they fought Godzilla. So there's plenty of stories to tell there with especially the prequels of the MonsterVerse. So I wouldn't mind if they go in that direction.
Yeah. And welcome to the chat, Anna.
Oh, hello.
It's been a while. How you been?
I know. I feel like I haven't talked to you forever.
Never see you anymore.
I know.
Well, I don't. I live stream at the wrong times, it seems. So
You do. You live stream at normal times for me. What time is it there?
well, it's 20 past 10. So
Oh, okay. So it's not that late.
nah, it's sort of normalish, I guess, for me. Everyone can get down with this super chat. I think Godzilla's first attack is stepping on Brie Larson. I think I'm gonna pay for that. That'd be epic. That'd be good. Are you a Godzilla fan, Anna?
Yeah. My mom is a huge Godzilla fan, so she always would watch the movies, and I like getting the toys. I actually have a giant Godzilla, but yeah, I think I might like the Kong movies better, but the old Japanese Godzilla movies are great.
Very tongue-in-cheek, though, aren't they?
You know, it's reminiscent.
Did you like Shin Godzilla?
Which one was that?
So it's the newest one. It's actually it was the biggest. I think it was the biggest selling movie in Japan for a while, if I remember rightly. It's the biggest selling Godzilla movie in Japan, anyway.
Oh, if Godzilla is not a puppet, I'm not gonna watch it.
No, I think they did some of it was puppetry, if I remember.
No,
right.
it was actually CGI, but it was I think it was, but it was made to look like a guy in a costume. It was
really good.
Yeah, it was a really good movie. It's
Let me look it up. Let's see.
I doubt you've seen it if you don't remember it, because it's like it's kind of like Godzilla reimagined.
Oh yeah.
What year did it come out?
16,
Okay.
I think 2016. I think it was.
Yeah, it came out after Godzilla 2014. Destroyer and Biollante versus Godzilla, Kong, and Co. I'd like Biollante in the MonsterVerse, to be honest.
I don't see them bringing too many big monsters into this, though, because you guys got to remember Godzilla and Kong are the headliners, and you start bringing in too many other monsters and it distracts.
But it also costs too much money.
Well, besides that, yeah.
I have not seen this movie.
It's different. It's an interesting take on the story.
I didn't even
Oh,
know
are you looking up
existed.
Shin Godzilla?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even know this movie existed. Oh my god.
There you go. That's your morning.
Yeah, basically, going into it, what you need to understand is, like, you know, the original 1950s film was a comment on, the nuclear, nuclear power and nuclear bombs and all that kind of stuff. This one's more about the how Japan reacted to their meltdown a few years back and how shitty a job they did. So it's actually kind of a tongue-in-cheek comedy at times. It's really kind of weird. But the monster stuff's really cool because Godzilla keeps evolving throughout the film.
Yeah. Yeah, it keeps changing. And
Is it in English or is it in Japanese?
There's an English dub.
Oh, okay.
Subtitles. Go subtitles.
Yeah, I know. I'd rather read subs.
Stuart Harris for $4.99 says man-made organic titans ? Sounds like Biollante to me. I think she'd fit like a glove in the MonsterVerse. It's dependent on how they go, I think, with this. I just think it'll be a case of
This week has. Oh Jesus!
Are you all right?
No, I was closing some of my tabs and it starts playing this stupid High Republic shit.
Oh, it was you.
Yes, that was me. Did you see the Star Wars release the new animatic?
No.
It's for the Empress.
What?
Yeah, or the Chancellor, I should say. Yeah, here.
Oh my god.
I know your favorite. I didn't know that I was not the only one watching these.
Oh, I've been
with me.
tearing them apart. The like to dislike ratio isn't as good as I would have hoped, though, in fairness. So I keep sending people out there to slam them down a bit.
Well, the views are pathetic for a channel that has 3 million subscribers.
Super bad.
Like my video from earlier today did better than their video. It's just that's embarrassing.
Chancellor Lena Soy.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm going to watch that later. Right, anyway, so Biollante in the MonsterVerse. What do you guys think?
Sure.
Is it going to get its own movie or is it going to be part of the Godzilla versus Kong movie?
Oh, just theorizing, basically, if it would be good to have in the MonsterVerse in any sort of iteration, I guess. I think it'd be good. I'd be happy with that. You know Biollante, don't you, Anna? The sort of rose monster creature.
Yeah. It's the one that has like the big mouth that kind of looks like
Venus flytrap.
Beetlejuice. Remember in Beetlejuice when they do their heads all weird with the big mouth? That's kind of what it looks like, right?
Yeah, kind of. It always reminded me of Audrey too from Little Shop of Horrors, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that movie in forever.
Tales from Junkyard says the whole world Godzilla will win because of superpowers, Americans, but Big Monkey held the table.
Did you guys watch Critical Drinkers breakdown of the trailer and how just Godzilla just changed, or excuse me, not Godzilla, Kong just changes size?
Yes.
Well, but I also think he fundamentally doesn't actually understand the sort of fandom for Godzilla versus Kong. Like it is supposed to be just larger than life and bombastic.
Oh, he said that at the end of the video. He was just being skeptical.
Yeah, but that is literally the entire point. Like the entire point of Godzilla is just giant monster. Like there is not supposed to be any great, like the original maybe like a bit of commentary, but it was never meant to be this huge, deep, sort of deep thinking thing. Shin Godzilla maybe as well, but again, even Tom pointed out the sort of tongue-in-cheek elements as well.
Yeah, it is.
Isn't that the complaint in I haven't seen the new ones, but that the last Godzilla movie that there was too much like humans in it? That
was my complaint.
Yeah, it was a complaint in so in 2014 people complained there was too many humans. I can't remember what the main complaint was about Skull Island. I don't know
think there was any.
I don't
remember anybody really complaining about it.
Not enough Godzilla was probably the complaint, to be fair.
Yeah, not enough Godzilla. Because, I mean, as far as that goes, even Brie Larson wasn't on anybody's radar yet when that movie came out. So I don't remember too many people bitching about it.
That is true.
I went there.
What was that?
I went to Skull Island.
Did you?
Yeah, it's the same place that they filmed the other Godzilla movie and Jurassic Park.
Oh, and is that in Hawaii or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice. Adam Wofford for $10 says Shin Godzilla was a mix so a mix of suit and CGI and motion capture. I thought it was.
Yeah, I wasn't 100% sure, but I knew they made it look like the suit anyway. I know that.
And it was the most expensive movie Toho has ever made, and it was also the most profitable movie for Japan until recently, because Japan there's been a movie that's beaten it, an anime, I believe, actually. Has become the most profitable movie in Japan, or the biggest box office. I don't know if it's the most profitable, but Shin Godzilla is rad, man. That's awesome. And
That's the only one Andre really likes. Sorry.
So I know. Marshmallow dropped on and says, "How is everyone?" So I'm not going to answer for you. You can all say how you all are.
I'm awake.
I'm doing really well. Just got back from the beach and a run in the morning, so I'm happy.
Oh my god, there's another person in here. Hello.
I said in the chat, big fan. So
I don't have the chat or this page open. Hi, who are you? I have a million tabs open. It's gonna take me a while to find this one.
He's done. He's running off. Like, Anna, you've offended
I
him.
love this.
I can't even see. I didn't even know you had brought me in here. I thought it was just you and Tom.
No. So Ellie Moses has a very, very small YouTube channel, just started out, and I have him on here from time to time. So he's a good dude, good kid.
How many L's this morning?
Hey,
it's taking so many L's this morning. Justice
well,
for
look,
Ellie
mate,
in the chat.
you walked into the one I gave you. All right.
Yeah, that was. I'm taking it. Yeah.
Okay. I've just dropped Ellie Moses' channel in the main chat, and then also in the private chat for you, Anna. You can check it out if you want.
And I'm a big fan of your Star Wars stuff and your opinions. So
Oh, thank you. That's very kind.
that's all I'm gonna say.
Marshmallow says, "Is Shin Ultraman and Godzilla in the same universe?" So this is reference to Shin Ultraman and Shin Godzilla. Definitely not. No, definitely not. That's pretty much confirmed. I believe to not be in the same universe. It'd be cool if it was, though. In fairness, I'd be happy with that. And it definitely could be. You can see in the Shin Ultraman trailer they're very much the same sort of vibe. Prediction: Ultraman arrives to save the day, and all the monsters make friends and start a big monster dance party. Look, mate, I would watch the shit out of that. That'd be epic. I'm sure a lot of people would as well, in fairness. And there you go. Ellie Moses, have one on me, my man. From Marshmallow. Bruh. What's this, Ellie? You jumping in the chat?
I always interact with the men, them. Always interact with people in the chat.
Unbelievable. You trying to drum up support in the chat, mate? Help an Aussie? No, don't help an Aussie out. Yeah, go away.
Justice for Ellie. Everyone comment it now.
Hashtag justice for Ellie. Should be hashtag justice for Ghidorah. You assumed his nationality. You assumed where he was from. Unbelievable.
How dare you?
Cancel me.
You thought he was human or terrestrial. He's not. He's an alien. Disgraceful.
The Harley Quinn, bro.
Hey,
the Harley Quinn.
Hey Moses, this is why they say to never meet your heroes, dude, because they probably have no idea who you are. Well, that's not me. That's a reference to Anna, I think. Which is you're not even listening, Anna. What are you here? Fucking hell. Oh, terrible.
I'm editing this stupid video.
Hail the table. That's what I'm saying.
This video is just descended into an absolute shit show right now. Awful.
I tend to do that.
Dear. Oh, god damn. Well, in fairness, I do actually think that's about covered all the stuff. Oh no, what did I do? Did I miss your? I think it skipped up, Marcos. Say it again. Don't do the super chat again. Just drop it into the chat, and I will get to it. Yeah, let me see. I will. Yeah, check it out. Sorry about that. The problem is when on this streaming platform, if the chat moves too quick, it it removes all super chats. They just disappear, so I can't actually get to them, which is super irritating. Like super irritating. Tagmon74 says, I'm gonna get crap for this, but Dark Fate or King of the Monsters?
Oh, King of the Monsters, 100%.
What? Everyone, answer the question.
Any day of the week, King of the Monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
King of the Monsters is great.
I haven't seen it either, so I don't think I can answer that question.
Well, you're not missing out with Dark Fate.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say even
Dark
the
Fate.
worst parts of King of Monsters are better than anything in Dark Fate.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Hello, Anna, and hail the table, and also
Hello.
justice for Ellie. Justice for Ghidorah. All right, I've said it now. Justice for Ghidorah. For fuck's sake. Everyone's here with justice for
Hey,
Ellie
you're getting
shit.
super chats at least. Come on.
Yeah, no, yeah, all right. I'm still appreciative, thank you. All right, don't make out I'm being, unappreciative of this. God. Marcos. I haven't seen your question again, so I'm waiting for it here. I'm trying to. Marcos, a member of the channel. I'm trying to find your, because I can't find your super chat, dude. So you just need to actually just say your. Oh, here we go. There we go. My super chat. Mr. H. Hail the round table. Kong will bow to a god. Team Godzilla. Yes,
That's it.
that is a worthy chat to bring back up for sure. Oh, you just look at you're slime balling in my chat there, look.
I can't. You know what? I'm turning off my phone. I'm just not gonna.
No, please, be my guest.
Tom, help me out. Tom.
Oh dear, look, you've got loads of love in the chat. I think do I have your? There you go, everyone. The channel I've just linked in the chat there is actually Ellie Moses' channel. Head on over to it. Subscribe if you like the content. Don't subscribe if you don't like the content. It's no point. You'll hurt a channel. I'm not, no one's here begging for subscribers, because if you don't like the channel, there's no point in subscribing. You just damage it because it just fucks the metrics up. So yeah, but head on over and subscribe if you like the content that's there. Here you go, Ellie. You can explain your channel quickly.
Basically, new and up and coming YouTuber. Try my best. I love film. I love pop culture. Trying to bring my own spin to the YouTube team. Basically, thanks to H, he was one of my inspirations for starting YouTube. I cannot thank him enough. He was actually the reason I finally got to start it. I was contemplating too much, and then finally decided to start the channel. And my own spin is a series which I really like on my channel. It's called Flicks and Bricks, where I build Lego and do movie reviews. So that's what I'm trying to add, something unique and different. But along the way, I try and do movie reviews, streams with Tom, Mr. H, stealing Mr. H's guests sometimes. So, and also I'm doing a lot of 4K reviews at the moment, since Lego is quite expensive, so I can't do that all the time.
Yeah, right. Lego is bloody expensive, actually.
Yeah,
really, really expensive.
I know it's skyrocketed recently. I remember when I was a kid and they were like nothing. Now it's like $30 for a tiny little pack.
It's not just that either. If you go on eBay, they sell it by weight.
What?
They sell bricks by weight.
It's
a hot commodity.
Well, it's because the thing that sent the price skyrocketing is what saved the company, and that was doing all the licenses.
Oh, yeah, true. Very true.
The licensed ones, like the Hogwarts I've got behind me for the Harry Potter series, like minimum sometimes the sets are like 150 Australian dollars. So
Lego has more licenses than any other toy company in the industry.
Good though, like it's cool. It's cool to see them.
Well, I went to IKEA
continuing
the other
stuff.
day, and now they have IKEA Legos.
I'm not surprised.
That's awesome.
That's what I'm saying. Like they have more they may have more licenses than any other, licensing company in the industry for that matter, not just toys.
Ellie, wasn't he the kid in The Last of Us?
Yes, I am transgender. Beep up beep.
Link 1945. Cheers to both my favorite YouTubers, Mr. H and Anna. Hope everyone is doing well. Godzilla would destroy Kong. If you believe otherwise, you're not paying attention. Team Godzilla.
I think that's aimed at me. And oh well, I've seen the original movie, so.
The electrical charged Kong.
You're not going to make a movie like this if Kong doesn't have a chance to win.
Yeah, well, yeah, obviously. Sure.
I bet what's going to happen, they're going to fight, and then they're going to, get the ass, the shit kicked out of each other, and then they're going to be on the same team.
Pretty much.
Eat the bad guy.
Yeah, that is pretty much what's basically been confirmed, to be honest. This is an interesting question for everyone. I don't know whether you haven't watched the new Godzillas or anything like that, have you, Anna?
The last Godzilla movie I watched was the one that was in San Francisco with the dude from Kick-Ass.
Okay, so you watched the first MonsterVerse one?
Yes.
Okay. Might not be that relevant to you then, as a pertinent question. But you can still answer it if you have any desires, I guess. So, what do you guys want out of the MonsterVerse in the next film? Not the one coming up, but unless that is what he means, I guess, out of the next MonsterVerse film.
Well, I mean, I kind of answered it earlier when I said, I'm kind of getting what I want already. So unless there's a resurgence of Ghidorah or they do something else that's kind of interesting for me, to me, this is it. Unless they do a straight sequel to Kong versus Godzilla, I guess, then yeah, I mean,
yeah,
just keep building and building and building, maybe. Because I'm not so keen on a ton of monsters in this one, but if they bring in a bunch for a rematch, that's a different story.
Yes. Ellie?
If the leaks are true and the route they are going down is sort of the mechanized sort of apex building mechanized monsters, but I really not a big fan of that. The route I would want them to go down to with is the prequel idea. As I've said before, I really like the idea of sort of this ancient society worshipping Godzilla or Kong, and I remember bringing the scene in King of the Monsters where obviously with the submarine into Godzilla's sort of I don't know what it's called, but sort of his home, and sort of all the paintings on the wall. That really intrigued me. It's it reminded me similar to Alien vs Predator, where they had the flashback sequence to the pyramid time. I was just I want to see more of that and sort of something in ancient society, but I don't think they're going to go down that way.
They should, because then you would get to see baby Godzilla.
Oh God, you hear that, Warner and Legendary? Make baby Kong right now. You got yourself an instant squee.
It'd be so cute.
Baby Godzilla.
Could you he'd be a baby, but he'd be a giant baby, and it'd be so cute.
Anna and I are on the same page, dude.
They would make so much money.
I gotta add this though. I think Michael Flaherty's right. They'll probably go with a Titan War next. I imagine it'll be an Avengers level thing.
It'll be destroy all monsters sort of situation.
Basically, yeah.
Which I think would be epic. That would be cool. That would be
that's really all you can do going from here.
Yeah, true.
I know this is a really dumb question, but what day of the week is it?
It is Blur's Day.
Wait.
That is what it is, isn't it? But what's the
Friday.
actual day?
It's Friday.
Saturday morning for me.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, yeah, not for Ellie. It's Saturday, isn't it, for you?
Yeah, Saturday morning.
Already, yeah.
Oh, the future.
Yeah, they could cash in on a lot of baby Godzilla.
Yeah, tell me who wins the Super Bowl so I can bet on it.
Oh yeah, the Super Bowl's this weekend, huh?
Yeah, I'll let you know, Tom. I'll DM you.
I got an inside track from the future.
What?
Unreal.
Australia's an upside down land.
I hope Gamera shows up without Kenny. It's owned by a different company, so we can't.
Yeah, technically, yeah. I mean, Legendary could license Gamera, but
that's if Toho allows.
I was just going to say that. That all depends then on how Toho would react to that, but yeah.
Yeah. But it would be cool to see Gamera. I don't see the issue with that. I think that'd be cool.
I can't believe that the two have not crossed. They haven't worked something out in the past to this point. I mean, it does seem odd, but maybe that is they just don't like each other. I don't know.
Well, I think what's such a shame is the Gamera concept art, the celebratory trailer, like a concept trailer thing that they released. That was amazing. Does anyone know what I'm referring to? It was amazing.
No, but I do know they just did like a new series of Gamera movies not too long ago. So like, I mean, I know it's still relevant, but yeah.
So this is an image of Gamera that you've probably seen floating around a few times here and there. And it was from this weird, just like a little concept thing that they did. But it's amazing.
Yeah, that's closer to the newer one I've seen, or it is the newer one I've seen, and yeah.
Can you imagine a baby version of that?
Of Gamera. Is this just bloody baby?
Just make baby anything, and Anna would be happy.
Anna's broody for just baby versions of pop culture. That's what it is. The Baby Yoda's got you broody for things, Anna.
Baby Yoda ruined me for animals now.
I do gotta admit that a baby Kong would be cute.
It would be so good. But even a baby Godzilla, have you seen like the concept art for baby Godzilla?
I have seen those. Yeah, I've seen them.
They would make so much money. And they're just
would they? Would they really?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you think they would? I don't know.
Listen, I never thought in my entire life that my best friend would like Star Wars. And then Baby Yoda appeared, and now she's watching Star Wars. Everything is Baby Yoda now. So it's like, it would make them money, considering I tried for over a decade to get this chick to watch Star Wars, and nothing. But Baby Yoda.
But that's what did it. That's what did it.
Yeah.
For $5, Mikey O Mike says, I'm hoping Watanabe's son is controlled by aliens. Also, Gigan would be a great addition to the legendary roster. I mean, Watanabe's an interesting one to have. It's the idea of Watanabe's son being in there is all to do with him being like an estranged son situation. I don't know how much I sort of like about that or not. And that he's doing it because, Godzilla, because Watanabe, Serizawa sacrificed himself. Like, I don't get the motivation so much, really. Like, if you loved your father, you'd respect his wishes to die for it all, but I don't know. But Gigan in the MonsterVerse, we've already seen concept art for it. This was in the King of the Monsters art of book, which I think is epic.
Their artworks are fantastic.
And then this was on the wall as well, I believe. One of the wall markings. So that's cool. That's badass. What do you reckon to Gigan in the MonsterVerse?
Yeah, I like the reimaginings that they have. That's why I'm saying, like, that's why it's like, as far as the new original monsters, it's like I don't give a shit about them. I'm more, excited to see what they come up with as far as the reimagined versions of the classics.
Yeah, they're fun. Yeah, all right, yeah. I agree and disagree. I still want.
Well, I still understand the purpose. Like, I get it. Yeah. Like, you need something for them to fight that's not always one of the other monsters. Otherwise, it doesn't make it as special. I get it.
True.
Well, they proved they can do new ones pretty well with the Mutos. You're a big fan of them, H. Like, I was a big fan of them as well. Like,
new designs, to be honest. Godzilla in Hell, please.
Troll Llama. I brought up Space Godzilla earlier, actually.
Oh, here you go, Anna.
Huh.
Question for everyone. Who would win, Darth Vader or Godzilla?
Darth Vader.
Really?
I'm biased.
The big man up there, right there. That man.
Well, here's the thing. We have these things, these magical things called brains, which has allowed us to take over the planet. Even though Godzilla's brain is, much larger than Darth Vader, Darth Vader has the Force and he has a brain.
You're all wrong. If Kevin McAllister has 15 minutes to prepare, none of them can win.
That's
I still say Godzilla, to be honest. I don't know how strong Darth Vader is in the Force against something that massive.
If you were talking classic 50-foot Kong versus Vader, that'd be a hell of a fight.
Godzilla.
But no, like I was just going to say, Godzilla's way too big, like for Vader to even have any kind of real... Unless he could do some kind of like mind trick on him, maybe.
This is not the radiation you're looking for.
Yeah, this is not the radiation you're looking for.
Vader wouldn't really need to use his power to like hold off Godzilla. All he would have to do is use the tools and the environment that he's in. So is this, he's kind of by a nuclear power plant, or is it Darth Vader versus Godzilla on like a moon where there's no type of technology whatsoever? I need specific
wow.
That is fair questions. I get where Anna's coming from, but like the first problem is just the immense size of Godzilla. I mean,
size matters not.
It normally wouldn't, but Darth Vader's barely even the size of Godzilla's toenail.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Yoda taught you that. Didn't you pay attention to Yoda?
I know, but still, I don't know.
All Darth Vader has to do is outsmart Godzilla and set a trap up so that way Godzilla will walk right into it and then he wins.
I still say it's Kevin McAllister.
Well, of course it's Kevin, but we're talking about Darth Vader versus Godzilla.
I know.
Dave Savage drops on for £2. Says it is Ghidorah's remaining head inside Mechagodzilla. Apparently not, but there is a link there somehow. So we'll see.
They used his juices. I don't know.
Waiting for your Pacific Rim, the Black trailer breakdown to drop, Mr. H. I've already released it.
It's up.
It's not. It's just a trailer reaction, but I kind of go through it step by step and give some thoughts here and there. I released it ages ago, actually.
Maybe people aren't getting your notifications.
No, they're not. YouTube sucks today. Like,
I didn't.
I don't know what to say to everyone. It's just been garbage today.
See, it's so inconsistent because during the week when the round table's on, I get a notification half an hour before it starts. But today I got nothing at all. So,
see, that's fucking annoying.
I don't know. Like the 2 episodes during the week, I got a notification prior half an hour before. But today I got nothing at all. Even when it started, I got nothing.
Today has been very odd for videos. Like nothing. No one's seeing anything really today.
Well,
it's so strange.
Nope, I never got yours.
Well, okay, it started, I think, 2 or 3 days ago, but all of a sudden, when I released a video, it would just have no views for at least 5 to 10 minutes.
That's very odd.
I was checking that, but the likes and dislikes would move and the comments would move, but it wasn't just me. It was Yellow Flash and then a couple other like channels that I follow, and it was the same thing. So I was like, I think YouTube switched their algorithm again.
Oh, that's fine. It was doing all right recently. I was happy with it. It was good.
Till they fixed the glitch
again.
Yeah, it was working for a while, and now it's just like, F you.
Fucking pain in the ass. But in better news, Bird Boy for €2, I think, says, any news about Godzilla Singular Point anime? They released another teaser trailer today. It got blocked by copyright, and none of it makes any sense. Like, I've done a video on it. I can't release it because it's completely blocked. But literally none of it makes any sense. But it looks interesting. I like the animation. The animation's great. I don't know if anyone else has seen that. No, because Netflix don't promote it properly.
No, I haven't seen it.
You'd think with Godzilla vs. Kong flying high, Godzilla Singular Point would get more than 125,000 views in a few days.
Is this related to the other animes they had before?
No.
Okay. Yeah,
it's an actual proper anime, like hand drawn. It's by Toho Animation.
Okay, maybe I'll have to check this one out because everybody told me the other ones were bad.
The animation's great. The animation is genuinely great. I can't actually pull this super chat up now. No, it's just gone. God damn it! I just had it as well. Fuck's sake. There was a question about Halloween, but it's disappeared. There was a super chat about Halloween, and it's literally just gone. That has fucking pissed me right off.
You'll have to go into your studio thing.
Where's in the studio? Where's
you go into you find the live stream, and then you should be able to go in there, and then you look at activity, and it should list all the super chats.
God, that is. So I do what?
Okay, you go into YouTube, go to your studio.
Yeah.
And then when you get in the studio, you find this live stream. I think you got to click on content.
Oh, you mean viewing live control room? Is that what you're on about?
Yep. And then you go in there, and then it'll have a tab for activity. You click activity. It'll have all the super chats in there. Yeah, I know it's a pain in the ass. Of all the cool stuff that StreamYards has updated in the last few months, you would think that the two things they would have fixed, A, to where you can always go back in the chat no matter how far, and B, so that you can see what the super stickers are. Or if not, at least put the super chats in a separate area to where you can always get to them.
No, this isn't working either.
It's not. It should.
No. That is really annoying. I'll answer this super chat so it doesn't go, and then I'll appeal to the person who did it before. Godzilla versus Darth Vader in a city, Anna. Both are at their prime.
Oh,
just
Darth
both
Vader's
of them
gonna
going
win.
at it. No help for any of them.
Yeah, Darth Vader's gonna win. Darth Vader doesn't need help. Okay,
Disagree.
Godzilla has to dodge these fucking buildings and whatnot. Godzilla doesn't even have his full mobility in a city. And so while Darth Vader is, force hopping away from Godzilla, and Godzilla's gonna have to, maneuver his way through buildings, Darth Vader can easily hide, catch Godzilla off guard and just fucking impale him with, metal from the destroyed, buildings. I'm fucking telling you, Darth Vader would win.
Pretty adamant about it.
Nah, he probably would. I just had to give Anna shit.
I feel like everyone's giving me shit for this. He would win. Well, unless Disney was writing it, then he would lose.
If Disney was writing it, Ray would force heal Godzilla and
Marry
with a kick of
him.
gratitude.
In terms of record age, Godzilla vs. Kong is the 4th most liked trailer of all time, and it was tied with Black Widow, but now it should have overtaken it, I think. So, breaking pretty good records there.
Right, because I have missed one. I'm aware I've missed one, but I can't see who did the super chat. So I have to just appeal to you to send it again, I'm afraid. And don't tend to screenshot super chats because I like to highlight them so they come on the screen. That's why. And with that, you have to get to them quite quickly. Love Smite says Bobby Draper in suit versus Leia. Who would win? So this is an Expanse question, isn't it? Does anyone watch The Expanse?
Not yet.
Yeah.
That's the chick from Mars, right?
Bobby Draper. She would win. She'd beat the living shit out of Leia. She'd wipe the floor with her.
Fight? Like a gun fight, a mental fight, or like a fist fight? These things matter.
The specifications. Sorry, Love Mike. Another super giant.
Or a lightsaber fight. Maybe.
Oh, God.
So could you imagine having to fight with a lightsaber for the first time and like trying to not cut your hand off?
Yeah. But
I need more. With questions like this, you have to be very, very specific. There's certain instances where Leia will have the upper hand, and where the other character.
I think Bobby Draper would beat the living shit out of Leia. To be fair, I think a lot of people agree.
Fight,
hey,
if it's a fist fight, yeah.
In a space fight as well, because Bobby Draper's in the suit. Leia can only last in space for so long. As we've seen, she can only Superman for so long. You're
saying in the vacuum of outer space.
Well, Bobby Draper's got a suit.
Mary Poppins Leia.
I'm not asking the question. I don't know.
Depends who's writing it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh dear, I've got no idea. Oh, I've absolutely no idea. No idea.
Is it worth a watch, H? Because I have Amazon Prime, so I might
Expanse is great. You need to watch it. It's fucking awesome.
maybe talk about it if I'm not watching.
Just drop it in the chat now. Ellie Moses' channel. I'm sure everyone is aware of who Anna is as well. However, we'll drop her channel in the chat as well. So both links there. One is Ellie Moses. The other is Anna, which is that Star Wars girl. Our lovely esteemed guests. And then there's your autoplay thing on your channel, Tom. Always gets me every time. And then we've got Midnight's Edge dropping down there as well. So please do head on over to all of those places. And last but not least, because I need to do all this plug-in stuff, because that's apparently what I need to do. ProductionHFilms.com is my website. So please do check that out. Sign up. Drop onto the forum. Anna, you've not seen my trailer for my making of documentary, have you?
I don't think so. I saw the last one that you sent to me.
Would you like to see this new trailer?
Duh.
So was that a yes?
It was a duh.
Okay. Roll trailer.
Action!
Shooting Blackfields. It's the debut. I think I can provide something that people will really enjoy.
They believe in H and they believe in the idea.
Onward, brother!
Dark fantasy, Viking-esque, and that was going to be my initial hook.
Scene 3. Take 1. Action! Run!
Super happy with this. It's come together really well.
I think when you've got a good crew and everything else is there, it should come together.
Right, I'm leaving. I'm done. Back asleep. Forget it. I'm gone.
That final bit. Oh, makes me laugh every time. Dave there. Dave's just like, I'm done. I'm too tired, lack of sleep. Walks off.
I have a question.
Yes.
Where was Jasper?
So, sorry?
Where was Jasper?
He actually couldn't come on that shoot, sadly. He came on, he was on the second shoot. He was the mascot. And he's actually in that documentary a lot, because he was just everywhere. Just butting his nose in everywhere. Bless him. Cute little boy. But yeah, so that's we've got official release date for Blackfields. That one there, 3rd of April, and then for pre-order is a limited, and it is very limited because it's only going to be open for 30 days, which is the hard copy Blu-ray of the film, which is available for free anyway, but the feature film, the making of, which is an hour-long feature documentary. So. And that opens on 3rd of April and is only available from productionhfilms.com, which is my website. So I thought I would do my normal plug-in crap because apparently I don't do that enough.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah, should be good. Should be good. I think that about rounds it up, really, guys. Where can everyone find you? Although I put it all in the chat, but Instagrams, Twitters, and all of that stuff.
You can find me at Thomas Connors Jr. on Twitter, and you can find me in our Facebook group. Otherwise, it's easy.
I'll tell you what, that really threw me out actually the other day. You got tagged in something by Script Doctor Thomas Connors Jr. It's like, the fuck is Thomas Connors Jr.? What if? And I was like, oh no, it's him. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Ellie?
I can be found on YouTube at Ellie Moses. On Twitter and Instagram, I'm at Ellie Moses14. And thank you guys for subscribing, and thank you H for the shouts on this chat. Thank you Tom and Anna for.
Where's Ghidorah from?
Sydney.
from Sydney. Well, with 3 heads, he's probably from Newtown, isn't he? Let's be honest.
Anna ended my career today. It's all right.
Anna, where can we find you? Where can people find you?
Just Google that Star Wars girl, and you'll find me.
She's got Google fame now. Like, there you go.
A majority of it is not good Google fame. So scroll past the bad stuff and just click on the good stuff.
Disregard anything that you think is bad, basically, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Be subjective. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for joining me. Thank you to my panel, my round table, which slowly grew during the time online. If you watch this back, give it a big thumbs up. Please do subscribe. If you've lasted this long, fuck me, you better subscribe. If you're watching it back, you've lasted 2 hours, so definitely subscribe. Cheers. Take care.